Hey everybody, I'm Drew. Welcome back to the channel. Just out for a run. It's raining, and we got to start getting ready for the National. You gotta prepare, and I got some tips for you today. All right, first tip. Let's say you got Brent Richards down there from Texas, right? And he sees you for the first time. You're at the National, and look, he's coming in for the hug, but you know better. This is not a hug, right? You guys are going for the same card, right? But you act like you're going in for the hug. So, hey Brent, how's it going? Hey! And you just take off for that card. He's trying to distract you. Don't fall for that, okay? All right, well, we're gonna take a look at some cards. 1955 Topps, still working on the set. I did pick up some more cards. And the first one we have here is Jim Davis, California native. In 1956, he became the first pitcher in 40 years to strike out 4 batters in 1 inning. He served with the United States Marine Corps during World War II. Thanks for helping out today. Let's say this is Mookie Chilson, right? Look, Mookie's trying to say hi, or look over here. See the pretty lights over here? You don't do that. No. You go, hey, you got to come up, get underneath, and keep moving. Don't fall for that either. Okay. Now over here. This is going to be interesting. You're going to have to really work on this one. This takes a lot of work, okay? So let's say you got John Mangini here, and you got Rick, vintage oddball cards, right? Maybe Jason, everyday card collector. Maybe my buddy up the road here, vintage Steve. This guy knows how to play football too, right? Maybe the Cincinnati Kid. Right here, maybe it's Picker Jim or T-Shawn Shannon. They're lined up and they're looking to get in here and get that rare card. You gotta practice. You gotta get in here. You gotta hit. All right, you gotta work that. That takes time. Keep working that, okay, guys? Now, maybe it's just one-on-one here, right? Maybe we're just going one-on-one with the guy, and it's just man up. So he knows there's no BS. This is Alex. This is Bowman 53, and Alex knows there's an Eddie Waitkus card. You know what's up. He knows there's no tricks. You got to get down here. Just keep running. Drive him right into Tony Talk's cards if you can, right? All right, next we have Frank Leah. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Massachusetts native, signed by the Yankees for $45,000 as a bonus baby. I don't know if you know what the bonus baby means, but he had to stay on the active roster for 2 years. They couldn't put him down in the minors. In those 2 years, he only appeared in 19 games. While once a highly touted power hitter, he would record only 1 hit in his big league career. That hit was at Connie Mack Stadium in the last game at the park. Interesting trivia. All right, so this is a little bit different technique. Now you got Brent over here, Mac Wax Stacks, right? Look, he's like 7 foot tall. So you don't want to take him on one-on-one. So what you've done is you've got a partner, right? And what you need to do is you need to open a lane for your buddy to get to the card, because he's chasing that stash card over here, right? Bobby Grich with the mustache. So you team up. You got your buddy ready, but you got to make sure Brent can't get. You got to get low and you got to box him out. You box him out. Open up a lane here for your buddy to go get that card. Okay, watch it. Next up, Bill Skowron, or they like to call him Moose Skowron. Chicago native, most notably with the Yankees. He went to Purdue on a football scholarship. He was a 6-time All-Star. He was a 5-time World Series champion. Hey, Roo Dog. How you doing, Mark? Yeah, you seen any Clemente cards? He said, you guys are talking. You gotta spin move, right? Get around him. Just spin, get around that guy, okay? All right, let's see over here then. All right, so he got got John, 3D 80s kid, you know, and you can hear that song. He's over here singing "Video Killed the Radio Star," you know, the 80s kid, right? Now John, he's sneaky. He don't maybe look like it, but he's quick on his feet. And sometimes it's just you just gotta hit him. You just gotta throw the elbow down. Get it, keep him down as long as you can, and then just take off for the prize. Okay, it ain't gonna be easy, you know. John's quick on his feet, so all right, let's see who else we can find. Okay, and the last one I have here is Ed Stanky, Philadelphia native, and he knew how to draw a walk. In 1946, he batted .273, but had a .436 on-base percentage. As a runner, he would stand in shallow left and start running if it was hit in the air, and time touching the bag just in time as he headed for home. A three-time All-Star. He had a long career as a player and a manager, starting out in 1943 with the Cubs and ending in 1977 with the Rangers. He was a manager for Southern Alabama, going 490 wins, 195 losses, and 2 ties. All right, we're going to get in just a little bit more training here. Or maybe this is Stuke or Robert from the Common and Collector, you know, those boys up in Minnesota. You know, sometimes you just can't do anything fancy with those guys, and you just gotta run them over. All right, now with Orlando, there's only one clean cheap shot that you can do. You come in, you give Orlando a hug, and then you mess up his hair, and you take off for the card. Now just keep in mind, all the things that you saw today are clean cheap shots, all right? These are clean cheap shots. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me today. I hope to see you on the training course and get yourself ready for the National. Let's go. Keep growing your collection, card farmers.